If you've watched my breakdowns of the Godfather trilogy, you already know the saga is packed with betrayal, blood, and heartbreak. But today, we're talking citrus. Yeah, oranges. Because for hardcore fans, it's not just the bullets or backstabbing they're watching for. It's the fruit. Yep, oranges. They're not just vitamin C in this universe, they're harbingers of doom, death flags in citrus form. If you see one on screen, someone's about to die, or just barely dodge it. Francis Ford Coppola once said the fruit was there to brighten up the dark cinematography. And fair enough. But once he and production designer Dean Tavoularis noticed the pattern, they ran with it. So now, every time an orange rolls into frame, we all flinch like someone's about to get got. Let's peel back the layers, because here are 10 juicy moments when oranges meant, get your affairs in order. Welcome to Real Talk, where we spill the tea on movies and all the madness in between, with wit, sass, and zero sugarcoating. Let's start with The Godfather Part 1 at Connie's wedding. Everyone's drinking, dancing, Don Vito's making shady deals in the back, and we get a blink and you'll miss it shot of Tessio holding an orange while chatting with Mama Corleone, just vibing with a citrus. Nothing to see, right? Wrong. Later, Tessio betrays Michael and gets whacked. That orange was the whisper of doom, the foreshadowing, chef's kiss. Next, Tom Hagen's dinner with Hollywood big shot Jack Woltz. On the table, a shiny bowl of oranges. Tom tries to explain, gently, that Johnny Fontaine getting this role is kind of sacred business. Woltz laughs him off. The meeting goes badly. The next morning, Woltz wakes up with his prized horse's head bleeding all over the sheets. Oranges, present. Warning, ignored. Then there's Vito himself, shopping for oranges when Sollozzo's men roll up and shoot him in broad daylight down in the street. The fruit spills dramatically across the pavement. Vito hits the ground. Fredo fumbles. It's not just a crime scene, it's citrus carnage. And don't forget Barzini, smooth as ever, sitting at the Mafia Peace Summit with a big orange right in front of him. Later, Vito tells Tom, Tattaglia's a pimp, it was Barzini all along. And boom, Barzini gets taken out on the steps of the New York Supreme Court. Once again, the orange saw it coming. But the most bittersweet hit? Vito's final scene. He's retired now, playing in the garden with his grandson. He peels an orange, makes monster teeth, chases the kid through the tomato vines, and collapses. Orange in hand, gone. It's soft, it's human, and it reminds us, he wasn't just a Don, he was a grandpa. And still, no one escapes the citrus curse. And no, the orange curse doesn't stop with Part 1. It haunts its way right into The Godfather Part 2. There's Don Fanucci strutting through the Feast of San Rocco, plucks an orange from a street vendor like he owns the world, only to walk into his apartment. Waiting there, young Vito Corleone, who puts 2 bullets in his chest and 1 in his mouth, never saw it coming. But the orange did. Later, Michael meets Johnny Ola at Lake Tahoe. Seems harmless, until Johnny hands him an orange from Hyman Roth. Foreshadowing? Big time. That fruit comes with a side of betrayal, murder plots, and the beginning of Michael's spiral. Should have said, no thanks. The Cuba deal table. In Cuba, things don't get better. There's a negotiation table dressed with cigars, linens, and you guessed it, bowls of oranges. Michael's about to flip the table on Hyman Roth. Fredo's betrayal is about to be exposed. The revolution's coming, and the fruit knows it. Fast forward to Part 3. Michael sits down with the commission to talk Immobilier. The meeting's intense, the tension's thick. And right in the center of the table, a big bowl of oranges. One of them rolls ominously, and seconds later, the ceiling explodes. Helicopter ambush, blood everywhere. Michael barely escapes. And that orange? Absolutely cursed. And finally, Michael's own end. Old, alone, in Sicily. He sits quietly in a courtyard, holding an orange. No dialogue, no grand final words. Just the creak of his chair. And then he slumps over. Dead. The orange rolls from his hand like a mic drop from the universe. His legacy, shattered. His story ended, with citrus closure. Even in Coppola's re-edit, The Godfather Coda, the orange is still there. Because by now, it's not just a prop, it's a prophecy. So what's the takeaway? In the Godfather universe, oranges are less about nutrition and more about narrative dread. Whether it's murder, betrayal, or poetic final moments, these little fruits pack more punch than a Tommy gun. And the next time you see one rolling across the screen, don't say you weren't warned.